When my good friend Tabitha Lipkin told me she wanted to learn how to ride a motorcycle, I thought let's refer her to the California Motorcyclist Safety Program Motorcyclist Training Course sponsored by the California Highway Patrol. We're going to meet her in a minute, but first... I'm Clint August, and this is Motorcycle Monkey. I'm here at Pacific Safety Center with Travis Renner. Now, Travis, what is your position here at Pacific Safety Center?
Well, Clint, I'm the program manager, so that means I run our motorcycle safety program here at Pacific Safety Center.
So what does your position entail?
Well, it means I wear a lot of hats, Clint. Sometimes I'm even out on the range coaching. Most often, though, I'm here in the office doing some administrative work, making sure the schedule is set and the classes are running when they're supposed to, making sure there's instructors down at the range, making sure we have a bunch of bikes available for the students, and making sure those bikes are in good condition for the students to ride.
How do you pick the bikes for this course?
We have 3 criteria set, and they have to meet 2 of the 3. So they have to be 500 cc's or less, have a seat height of under 30 inches, or weigh 400 pounds or less.
Who should be taking this class, Travis? Just beginners?
No, I think anyone should take this class, actually. Even if you don't plan on riding, it's a great way to become more familiar and more aware of the riders out on the road and what they're facing. But if you are interested in riding, or if you've been riding for a while, we find a lot of people will learn when they come through the class that they've had maybe some bad habits that they picked up along the way somewhere, and so taking the class is an opportunity for them to get rid of those bad habits.
So there are several parts to this class at Pacific Safety Center. I'm assuming we start in the classroom, and take us through it.
That's correct, Clint. Students do start in the classroom. So for the first classroom session, we talk about how to select good riding gear. We talk about different types of bikes and how to maybe choose the type of bike that you'd like to ride. And we talk about some of the mental aspects of motorcycling, and we also talk about the dangers of motorcycling. We really want to make students aware of how dangerous it is out there on the streets. We also then talk about the basic operation of the motorcycle, so how to operate the controls and where they're located on the motorcycle. From there, then we go out on the range and we start applying some of that knowledge that they learned. So the first thing we do when we get on the bikes is locate and operate the 5 primary controls. So we start with the throttle, and we move to the front brake and the clutch, the shifter, and the rear brake.
Well, look who rolled up. The entire reason that we are actually talking about this, along with you needing to take safety school if you're gonna ride a motorcycle, this is Tabitha Lipkin. How are you?
I'm doing good, how are you?
Great. Now Tabitha, I asked you a while ago if you wanted to get your motorcycle license. You said yes, and you were very excited. Why?
Actually, I didn't say yes, I said hell yes. And I was very excited because it's something I haven't done. And if I'm gonna do it, I wanna do it right. So I wanted to take the proper safety courses beforehand.
But Tabitha, before we get into this and what you went through, we're gonna take you through the class that she actually took here, the modified version, of course. You were Miss Scuba International. You're a world traveler. I wanna talk to you about that.
Yeah, I love travel. I try to go new places every chance I get. And sometimes you can't go in a car, you can't go in a boat, and you can't go in a plane. You gotta go in a little motorcycle to get around.
And you go by yourself.
Sometimes I do.
Is she not the dream standing here? And then you wanted to get your motorcycle license. This is awesome.
I did want to get my motorcycle license because, as I said, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
All right, Travis, come here, man. All right, so are we gonna take folks through what Tabitha went through with this class?
Yeah, pretty much. As soon as she gets geared up and ready.
Oh, look at that, see? Safety first. You're all geared up, Tabitha.
I am.
All right, Travis is gonna take us through some of the drills that he put Tabitha Lipkin through. Let's get started.
All right, Tabitha, we're gonna work on a cornering drill now. And what I want you to focus on is smooth braking before the corner and a nice big head turn looking all the way through the corner.
I can do that.
Okay, fire it up.
There she goes. Sounds good.
What's she doing now?
Now she's doing one of our slow speed maneuvers. We have the students go through a tight cone weave, an offset cone weave, and then we have them go through a sharp curve to learn to control the bike at slower speeds, because that's actually where a lot of people end up getting hurt. They don't die. You don't hear a lot of people tip their bike over and died in their parking lot or in the driveway, but they do end up breaking their ankle or knee or getting an injury in their leg from trying to catch the bike as it falls down. So that's actually why the DMV has you do so much slow speed stuff when you take the test there. So what she's doing now is a tight 90-degree turn. So the key to this is to counterbalance the bike. So you're pushing your body weight to the outside as you go through the turn. So what Tabitha's doing next is a braking drill where it's a maximum braking drill, and the goal is to use both brakes to the limit of traction so that we can stop the motorcycle in the shortest distance possible. This is an exercise that I recommend to all my students continue to practice after they've finished the course each and every time they ride their own motorcycle, because it's very important and can save your life.
So Travis, did Tabitha pass your course?
She did, yeah.
Tabitha Lipkin, the biker.
That's right, I'm having an awesome time. I come from a long line of bikers and it's a family tradition and I am not one to break a family tradition.
So how was the class?
The class was great. It actually went by very fast because you're so busy learning new things and doing new things. So by the time I was already 4 hours in, it was like, oh, it's time to go.
What was the most difficult part of the class for you?
I think the most difficult part of the class, honestly, was me learning to do tight turns. Wasn't quite as comfortable doing that, but because the instructors were very observant and they were very helpful, I was able to keep practicing them.
Would you recommend the class?
I would recommend the class, absolutely. Even if you've ridden before, I think it's important to know how to ride correctly and in the most safe way possible because you really never know.
And you'll be seeing Tabitha Lipkin more with Motorcycle Monkey, riding some bikes, doing some product reviews. I'm excited about that. And a big thanks to Travis and the crew at Pacific Safety Center. And if you want to contact him, psc411.com online or 619-621-2313. And subscribe to Motorcycle Monkey on YouTube.